Hello, friends and frogs. How's everyone doing out there today? We have made it to another Friday. How about that? Has everybody been practicing their positive thinking? Has everybody been talking to themselves and just thinking positive about themselves? Because you are worthy. You are the best thing to ever happen to you. I need you to remember that because a lot of people don't think of it like that. A lot of people are like, let me think about these other people first. I know I was one of those people. Let me think about all these other people first, and then I'll think about myself. But no, you can't believe in that. You are the best thing to ever happen to you because you are you. And it is important that you are here. Everybody deserves to be here. Everybody is important. And there are no special cases for anybody, whether it be good or bad. There are no special cases. You're a special case in yourself, but everybody is a special case. But you need to think about you. Let's think about you. Let's practice you, and not in a bad way, not in a negative way. We're gonna do it in a positive way. So, how's everybody's Friday? How are you planning to spend the weekend? And Freckles will be here in just a couple of hours, so I'm very excited about that. I think he should be here about 7 or 8. So I won't be on the computer when he gets here. Is there anything that I can help you with? I'm Cassie. This is Cassie's Corner. I'm thinking about getting another background. Don't know yet. We'll see. Just one of those. Don't know. I don't, other than maybe meeting up with my brother. I don't think I have a lot of things planned. I do. No. I do have my other grandchild, Mizuki. She's having a birthday this week, so we are celebrating sometime this week, and I hope we can get to her in a timely manner. So there's that. I'm very excited for her. She's a diva. Y'all have her dad is a very private person, so I don't mention him much. I do have a son. He's the oldest. He's 38, or he'll be 38 in December, and I don't mention him much because him and his family are just very private. But that is like my dad. My dad's just very shy, very introverted, very private, and very protective of his being, or was. So my son reminds me a lot of my dad. So that's the way it goes. It's just a family trait, a family of introverts. I used to remember. I remember when I was little, and I did live with my dad, and my dad hated to talk on the phone. That's not a common thing that anybody knows. He hated to talk on the phone. And the reason I know that is because he could talk on the phone, and it may be business, it may be something silly, and he just hated to do it so much that he would sit there and doodle and draw to keep his mind off the fact that he was talking on the phone. I just remember that from being, there would always be paper, like we had a bar type situation between the kitchen and the dining area, and he would keep paper right there so he could doodle when he was talking on the phone. Because he hated to talk about that anxiety had to come out somehow. So, and that was back when, way back in the day, in the 70s, I think, in the 80s, where the cord, we didn't have the wireless phones. We didn't have the wireless situations. He would have to talk to the phone on a cord, so he just stayed in one area and just sat there and drew. So his anxiety would not get to him. So that I do remember about that. It's sunny outside. It's going in and out. It's like it could rain one minute and then it could be all sunny the next. But I saw like piles and piles of leaves. Can you imagine all the piles of leaves? I've got to go out there. That's going to be a lot of fun. I do need to get together and try to get some work done out there for my garden because I'm really obsessive about making sure that I'm online and making sure that my viewers are have access to me, because that's very important to me. I don't want to be like, giving you ideas and advice about how to unsolicited, by the way, unsolicited. So I am in the wrong, giving you unsolicited advice about how to better yourself or how to think better about yourself and how to be a positive person, and then not be here because that wouldn't be fair. So I'm very obsessive about the YouTube kind of thing. I do need to set in a very good schedule for myself so that I am here for you and that, I can also do other things in my life. I've been doing better. I haven't, uh, I've been doing really good about it. But I do need to set up a schedule where I can go to the gym or I can do the things around the house and I can go outside but still be here. I do have my phone, but I don't carry my phone everywhere in my house. One, it just disrupts me if my phone goes off. In what I'm doing, I'm kind of ADHD, and I'm like, ooh, ding. And then I could sit here and scroll on the phone. So I kind of don't carry my phone anywhere. And then my spouse would be like, "Are you expecting a phone call from somebody?" And no, but just in case. You never know, but that's just that. Those are one of those questions that I don't. It's one of those arguments that I don't feel like I should have. I have a phone. He pays it, so why can't I expect a phone call? Think about what you're saying. But those are just one of those questions that I just refuse to answer. I just leave it in like a mobile place, and then I go and do what I got to do, so I don't have to. I'm not tempted to scroll, and I'm not tempted to like give him crazy thoughts. How is everyone doing? Please hit that like and subscribe buttons. Please hit the notification bell so that you will be reminded or notified when I drop a new video. Leave me comments because those help me out a lot. It lets me know what it is that I can give to you in advice wise or to help you make you feel better. Because that's all it's about, is just making somebody feel better. My advice is not, it's not professional. It's not, I'm not a medical doctor. I do have a medical background, but I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not licensed in anything. The only thing I can do is just tell you what is working for me or what has worked for me. And I feel like it works. It just simply works. It's like making habits. They tell you that if you enable to have a habit, you have to do something 21 days in a row. 21 days in a row, and then you have a habit set. You just, kind of focus on it. More leaves are falling, more wind. But that's the kind of thing that we need to use with our brain as well. The more we do it, the more it just becomes a habit. And we need to think the best that we can think about ourselves because we are the best things we have. And you would say, and as a, keeps getting blurry. I don't know what's going on. Okay. I would say, as a young parent, that the kids are the best thing I have. And that is true. I do appreciate my kids. I love my kids. My kids were the best thing to ever happen to me. But in order for me to be here, and for those kids to get here, I would have to think me first. I would have to value me first. And that's hard, especially when I'm telling people, they're sending their condolences and stuff for my dad passing away, and that's just great. And then I'm like, I wasn't close to him, so I'm good with it, And then I have to tell people, I was kind of the ugly, stupid one that nobody wanted to be around. Believe it or not. I mean, not that I have to look at this mug every day, so I don't feel like I'm beautiful by any means, but ugly, stupid, and that was everybody thinks that. So, and everybody's like, "No, not you." Yeah, yeah. Sorry to say. Let's see. What else new can I give you? What else? What else can I give you? I have a fear of looking at old pictures. There were pieces of my children's lives, pieces of my life that I can't remember. I know the picture was taken. I know where the picture was taken. but I don't remember the. I don't remember my thoughts. I don't remember my state of mind. And when that picture was taken, that kind of scares me. So there's some pictures I really can't look at. Pictures of my little boy when he was growing up, between the ages of 12 and maybe 16, I can't look at because I don't remember. I don't remember my thoughts. I don't remember uh, conversating with him. I don't remember uh, communicating with him around that age. I just don't. And I think it was just where my mind was. I was so focused on the bad boohoo of everything that I just didn't. And I don't know why I targeted him out of, because sometimes bits and pieces I can remember the middle daughter, but I always remember the baby. And I guess because she was young at the time, that I had to be, I had to be aware of what I was doing with her. So that kind of frustrates me. That does frustrate me very much. There are pictures that maybe over my mom's that happened. Like I have a picture on my phone right now that was taken. It's a picture that I have, but it was done at my mom's house, and it included my brother and one of my brother and his family, and then my daughter. And I'm like, well, that kind of makes me mad because my daughter's there, but I'm not. My mom is there. My brother's kids are there. My brother's wife is there, but my daughter's there. My middle daughter, and I'm like, why wasn't I there? Why, So that kind of makes me mad to see that kind of photo. I remember her wearing the jacket. I remember she was in high school, so I'm wondering if she just was over at my mom's house and I didn't get off work yet, or whatever. I don't know, because mom worked at the same school I worked at, and then my two daughters went to the school across the road from where my mom lived. So everything was just done right in that area that they could just walk over to their grandma's house and say, hey, I'm sitting around for the day. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So that kind of thing. I have to be brave, and I have to just look at the pictures and think of them as just pictures and not have to worry about what my mind was thinking at the time, because if I get down deep into it, I'm sorry, my eye is just I don't know what I've done. But if I get too deep about these photos, then I'll drive myself crazy, and I don't want to do that again. I don't want to revert to that angry person. I don't want to revert to those angry thoughts. I don't want to be reminded of what I was thinking when certain pictures were taken. So there's that. And if you have that problem also, I'm hoping that I can do something to help you. There are just certain pictures that are just emotionally blank for me. And I hope that doesn't happen to anybody. I can imagine it does. I can imagine. It's not fair. It's just not fair. I ought to be able to just look at all the pictures and see them all in the same way. But no. I am so excited. Freckles will be here in a little while. My daughter, she works, but she went in there and she fell asleep on me. So, yeah. I do hope y'all have the most wonderful weekend. I hope you've enjoyed whatever weather you have been given, that you can adapt to whatever's happening for your weekend. Adapting is a good thing. You cannot just be stagnant in your thinking either. You can't just be, hey, I just want the sunshine, and then the rest of the weather I'm just gonna be a pain in the butt. No, let's not do that. Let's adapt. Adapting is a good thing. That is why that word is there. It's because it's a good thing. We need to adapt to everything. We need to adapt to everybody else's attitudes. We need to, if plausible, if feasible. Some people's attitudes are just way rude, and you have to stand up for yourself and say, hey, that was a bit rude, but not in a bad way. You have to be firm, but nice. That's kind of rude. I need to practice what I preach, because when my family's called me ugly and stupid, and I have to be like, you might think I'm ugly, that's great, but I'm not stupid. Can I take my eyeballs out and just put them like a golf ball and just wash them like that and put them back? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with my life right now. I am not all here today. I am happy to be here. I am grateful that Salem is on his way. I'm grateful that I'm able to record. And I'm grateful that everything's kosher. Everything is going well for me. And I'm happy. But I want you all to have a great weekend. I want you all to have a great time. Remember, if we record, we may record together, and that will be on the Ritz and Moody channel. I will try to link it in this video, I guess. And then find that big belly laugh. Find somebody you love. Hug them. Even though you don't like to be hugged, just hug them. Just give in to them for a minute. Hug them and tell them that you love them. Let them know. Don't be afraid to tell people how you feel. And again, you must be firm, but nice. We can't all be rude and just let our emotions guide us, because we let our emotions guide us, we kind of lose. We have to be aware of what we're doing. We have to be the smart ones. Whether or not your family thinks you're smart or not, we have to be the smart one. We have to learn when to, when things are worth it, when they're not. We have to learn how to be smart in the way we react to people, and defend ourselves. And defending yourself is must, because that means you know who you are, but not in a mean way. Have a great weekend. Find that great big belly laugh. Be grateful. We are alive, people. We are able to have fun, or we are able, it's your choice. You can be sad. Right now, I'm really fixing to get mad. Have a good weekend. Y'all stay safe. See you next time. Bye-bye.